Hello and welcome to She Did That, the podcast that celebrates women shaping the promotional products industry, one bold idea, one fearless leap, and one inspiring story at a time. Today, as you can see, we're celebrating two trailblazers, innovators, and everyday boss babes who are leading the way in promo, pun intended there. And I also get to interview my co-host, Emily Codner, Director of Affiliate Services at I Promote You, and Jessica Casaubon, National Sales Manager at Gymline. They both have a journey worth celebrating, and you guessed it, she did that. Double the pleasure, double the fun.
Hello.
Welcome, ladies. How are you?
We're great. Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you for joining me. I know my experience was I was exhausted and ready to pass out after the day you guys had. So I want to hear more about that, but most of us, they know me, they know Emily for the most part, but we don't always see you on here, Jessica. So why don't we take a minute and have you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. So I have been with Gymline for going on 12 years in May. I didn't know anything about promo when I started on. I started in customer service and kind of learned everything about promo, all the price and all that fun stuff, and kind of worked my way up. And it's been an amazing experience. I've been lucky enough to meet people like Emily, along the way there, and we're both on the board together now, and that's the reason why we were able to go and attend Lead today. Is we're representing the New England area for our regionals. Yeah.
Love that, and thank you for joining again. Like I said, I know it's a very busy day, and you guys are probably sore and tired. So my first question I asked you before we started, if you guys were tired, one yes and one no. But the most important question: how are your feet doing?
Oh, they're recovering. So I was smart. They warned us, bring comfy shoes. So I kept switching. I walked in sneakers and then put the heels on when I was in the meeting.
Same. I was swapping sneakers and heels, sliding on and off all day today.
Look at you. So you guys are both newbies. We would not know it by hearing this experience. So for folks that haven't attended, so first tell us where you are. I didn't even ask that. Tell us where you are, ladies.
Right. Well, we are in Washington, D.C. We are meeting with our Congress people, our representatives, our senators. We are here to advocate for this wonderful promo products industry that we love, and just having those meetings and explaining why branded merch is so important. It's not just trinkets and trash. It's messaging. It's their merchandising. It's nonprofit. It's everything.
So absolutely. This is a big topic today.
Absolutely. Same here.
Yes. For anybody that doesn't know, PPAI puts together an annual event called LEAD, which stands for Legislative Education and Action Impact Day. And they have a great lobbying group there in Washington that they work with. And so you both mentioned to me privately that this was your first time attending. One, do you want to do it again?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. And for folks that have not done it, what would you tell them, or how would you encourage them to think about participating if they haven't or they're on the fence about it?
Yeah, I went into this, I'm not really into, the whole politics thing. It's not something that I'm, really educated about, but PPAI did a really great job prepping us before this, and I didn't know what to expect. I came in here and I was surrounded by so many other people in the industry that have done this either 1 year, multiple years, 5 years, and it has been an amazing experience getting to go in and see the House of Representatives, to go meet your senators, to really talk about what promo is to them, and how some of these policies that are in place are impacting our industry. It was just eye-opening education, and being able to educate our reps on this too has been so much fun. So it was an amazing opportunity. I'm so happy to be able to do that, and anybody that has a chance to do that, doesn't matter your experience, just try it.
And I would say I'm a little bit of a political science nerd on the side. I find the whole process very fascinating. So having the opportunity to come in and see these people that you hear so much about, see how the process works in person, it's fascinating. And like just said, we need representatives from every state. So if you're not sure, find your local regional, raise your hand, ask the questions, reach out to PPAI. I'm sure they would be happy to get you started and get you what you need to get going. But absolutely a worthwhile experience being here just to be an ambassador for us.
Yeah, I love it. And so last year was the first year I went, and I also went blind. I was like, I'll do this. I don't know what I'm doing. We were all asking for all this prep material ahead of time, and the PPAI was like, just come. We do the training on site. We'll give you a crash course. It's like cramming for an exam the next day. So, what were one of, or two, or three of the talking points that were pertinent this year, or that you guys were talking to your local representatives about?
I would say probably stable trade policy, predictable trade policy. I mean, everybody knows whether you're a distributor, a supplier, a service provider. Last year was chaos, and the beginning of the year has turned into a little bit of chaos. So just going in saying, listen, like, we understand, we pay our taxes, we get that, but also like knowing what to expect so we can properly plan and strategize and know what we're speaking about. Really just makes a huge difference, even time and cost and labor. Like, really don't think about how much goes into it from the bottom of like where you're getting your product to the end where you're, working with your end users at that point.
Yeah. Another big one too was the Promote America Act, and this is newer, and not a lot of the representatives actually knew about this yet. And it's basically going to restrict federal agencies from purchasing promotional products that aren't made in the USA. So if they're not sourced here, they can't purchase it. So that's really going to limit what distributors are able to sell to their clients. And so we were educating our senators, our representatives on that. So if time comes that they're going to vote this, they know, why they should vote this in. So.
And fun fact, I did not know that you could not make an umbrella in America. We don't have the infrastructure for it. Right?
Did not know that either.
Did not know that either. Surprise.
No stainless steel in America either.
Nope.
All that drinkware. They'll be missing out.
That makes sense. So while you're going around, you have all these appointments. They're preset for you in the day. You literally just show up. Hopefully you don't get lost in the tunnel system down there. And you guys get to kind of fangirl out a little bit too. So I have some pictures I'm going to pull up. Emily, there you are. I can't read from here. So you were outside of whose office? Who does that say?
So that was my senator, one of my senators, Senator Ed Markey. Unfortunately, Elizabeth Warren is very busy today. But yeah, it was pretty cool to see it outside the office of one of my senators who I look up to, I respect, and just super excited to your point, fangirl out a little bit there.
Awesome. And Jessica, you sent me a lovely photo of your group, I'm assuming. Was this a group that you were traveling from?
I was traveling with this group, absolutely. And we were lucky enough, that is the Senator of New Hampshire, Maggie Hassan. And based on, everything I was hearing today, it was really rare to be able to actually meet with your senator. Like Emily said, they're very busy. You're meeting with their representatives, but we were able to get some FaceTime with her as well, talk about tariffs. So she was super responsive and really curious about it. So it was great to see and be part of that. So definitely.
That's awesome. That's awesome. They are very busy. And a lot of times you do meet with staffers. So you never know walking into a meeting, literally really who is going to be there and what level, but you get the messaging across. They're all chatting away, typing on their keyboards. Everybody's working. And that's really fun. So you told us a little bit about what you're lobbying for, and I think we do resonate. But from what point, if you can't answer, how did these topic points resonate with your positions or your jobs or your companies? Is there one that stands out that really affects you or that you feel very passionate about after today?
Absolutely. I mean, for I Promote You, we are an affiliate network of small distributors, like 1-2 people for the majority. So being able to advocate for those people to say, like, listen, like, these products come in, and yes, they're from offshore, but you have American companies who are bringing them in. They are selling them. They are printing them. They are distributing them. Like, think about the small businesses. There's over 1 million people who work in our industry, and we're 27 billion with a B dollar industry. That is insane when you think about it.
Absolutely. And on our side at Gemline as a supplier, it's really the stable and predictable tariffs. So we spent all of 2025 we're going to source from China. Okay, now we have to pivot, source somewhere else, and all of this back and forth and time spent trying to do this and be able to bring our distributors, like I promote you, reliable pricing, and to be able to hold that pricing, it was a struggle. So being able to talk to them with our representatives and bring to light how it impacts not just the suppliers but the distributors, having to put disclaimers on quotes like due to volatile tariff situation, this price is subject to change. Like, we don't want to have to do that. We want to make things easy for our clients. So it was great to be able to talk to that.
That's awesome. And Jessica, I'm going to go back to you for a little bit because we typically interview the guest, although Emily is the guest too, but a little bit about your time. So you mentioned 12 years at Gym Line. That's like 100 years in promo. It's like dog years. It's amplified. So are there specific roles that you've held within your company that you think helped prepare you for this day? Because this is kind of a big deal. I mean, we all kind of go in blind and we're like, we're here, but there's a lot to do. So was there anything that got you kind of prepped?
I mean, I say I started in the best place to start in this industry, customer service. You learn the pricing, you learn the ins and outs. From there, I went into inside sales onwards, but I'm also lucky enough, and I've been here 12 years. I feel like I work for one of the best companies in this industry, and to have people like Jonathan and Frank continuously educate us on what's going on and explain the why behind things, like why our prices might go up and why it has to do with tariffs. When I come to these things, it's not new to me. I already know what's going on because they keep us in the know so well. So I'm very lucky, to be where I am and, do what I do and work for who I work for, because they are really good at communicating that stuff down to everybody else in the organization.
That's awesome. That definitely helps a lot. And will we maybe see you guys here again next year?
I hope so.
I hope so. I would love to. Elizabeth Warren, I'm coming for you next year.
You're getting it. Perfect. I love it. Well, it's probably cocktail hour. I remember when we wrapped our day, dinner and drinks were provided at the end, and it's probably time for you guys to relax and catch up with whoever is left here in DC. So, Emily, do you want to take us out?
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. Apologies for the chaos and the background noise. We were so happy to be here. But for now, take it in, be inspired, and then go do that. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.